Good morning and welcome to Soul Soup. I'm Dr. Janette Freeman and we're here to dish up a little food for your soul and warmth for your heart this morning with a little bit of teachings and sharing. We're continuing our series entitled I Am Present, pulling from Eckhart Tolle's great classic book, The Power of Now, and the I Am teachings in order to help facilitate an experience of greater peace and greater presence. This is class number 3, entitled Moving More Deeply into the Now. Moving more deeply into the now. And so in today's class, we're going to talk a little bit about the mind suffering, and how moving deeply into the present moment can unhook us from that perception and move us more deeply into our I am nature, our deeper awareness. So if you want more information on the I Am teachings, I Am source code teachings, go to www.iamsourcecode.com, and there's information on the course, The Power of Manifesting Through Your I Am. So that's got a lot of meditations and things like that in it. But today, on today's program, we will also do a mindfulness meditation to help facilitate your experience of moving more deeply into the now. So let's plunge right into the power of now. And this is chapter 3 on moving more deeply into the now. And first of all, we understand, I believe, that our mental suffering, our anguish, is directly related to the mind's how the mind is linked with time, living in the past and living in the future. So Eckhart Tolle says, as a key to end some of that mental suffering, that mental anguish, in other words, typical anxiety, depression, anxiousness, and overall sense of dis-ease or non-peace. Here's the key, he says, and the delusion of time. Time and mind are inseparable. Remove time from mind, and it stops, unless you choose to use it. To be identified with your mind is to be trapped in time. The compulsion to live almost exclusively through memory and anticipation. So the way the mind is operating is constantly living from memory, our past. We're judging our present moment based upon the memories of the past. Or we're jumping into the future, not knowing what's going to happen, and that can leave a residual energy of anxiousness, anxiety, especially where we have concerns about the future. All right, so the compulsion arises because the past gives us an identity, and the future holds a promise of salvation, fulfillment, or whatever. And he says both are illusions. Both are illusions. So we understand that mental suffering comes because the mind is constantly living out of memories, finding an identity, or jumping to the future, finding stress, or escaping the now by looking for some sort of a salvation in the future. Now, when we are triggered, in other words, having a stronger sense of worry or fear or emotional pain, it's more difficult to get into the present moment. And that is why it is so important to develop a pattern, a habit of finding times in our day to experience more deeply the present moment, because we are training our nervous system to access inner peace. We are training our interior to be able to access awareness. We are moving into our I am nature. So we see the mind, we see its suffering, we see its habituated pattern of going into the past, going into the future, reliving the past, moving into anxious ideas about the future or whatever it is that we do on the future. But we build up this psychological time, and it causes suffering. So we want to learn to move more deeply into the now. And the key to moving more deeply into the now is to bring our attention away from thinking and bring our attention into the body. So the body is the part of us that is in the present moment. Our mind is never in the present moment, but our body is a gateway to experiencing the peace of the presence. So we talk about in the I am work and teaching the I am mantra, coupled with the present breath, I on the in-breath, pulling all of your awareness into the center of you, and am on the out-breath, anchoring that presence right in your body, right in the earth, right in this moment, bringing in awareness, I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. And that way starting to have some awareness focused in the inner body. Good. Now, a couple of questions for you. Have you ever experienced, done, thought, or felt anything outside of the now? Do you think you ever will? Is it possible for anything to happen outside of the now? Nothing ever happened in the past. Nothing ever happened in the future. It's all happening now. That's right. So we practice going into the now. Another way to find out if we've been taken over by psychological time is to ask ourselves, is there joy, ease, and lightness in what I'm doing? And if there isn't, then time has taken over the present moment, and we have become lodged in the thinking mind. Because moving more deeply into the now allows us to experience the peace in the present moment, and joy, internal joy, is a result of experiencing this peace and this presence and this now moment. So get a sense. Get a sense and remember how many times when you've been anxious and when you've been suffering and how you've been lodged in your thinking mind. Thoughts of the past, thoughts of the future, judging, comparing, wondering. And know that the solution is always to move more deeply into the now. And no matter what you're doing right now, can you bring some more attention to exactly what you're doing? If you're sitting listening to this, pay attention. Pay attention to the words that I'm speaking. Pay attention to the space between the words. Pay attention to what your body is doing right now. Where is it sitting? How is it breathing? What are you seeing? Moving more deeply into the now, no matter where you are, is a practice that we can do at any time of the day, not just when we're sitting with our eyes closed in meditation, but we are training ourselves to move more deeply into the now. Therefore, moving more deeply into your higher presence, your higher self, your I am awareness. I am aware of being aware. So the I am of you, the higher self of you, the part of you that is awake and aware and alert and unmoved by the dramas of the mind, that part of you that is aware. Is what we access in the present moment when we get underneath the busy mind and move into presence. So let's just practice by moving through the body senses, wherever you are right now, using your sense of seeing to look, to see the variety of colors, to notice. But as you're seeing, have some awareness in your body. In fact, let's bring awareness right into our line. Let's get online by taking a present breath. I on the in-breath and am on the out-breath. Pulling all of your awareness right into the center of you. I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. Imagining this beautiful golden river of light that moves from above the head down through in front of the spine, down through the base of the spine and into the earth, so that you just snuggle up on this line, this energy cord. Keep pulling awareness into the center. And then imagine that you're vertically breathing. I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. I am. That's right, and having some awareness in the center of you. And then moving through the body senses while still having awareness in the center of the body. Seeing with our eyes and noticing colors and lights, sights. Not needing to think or judge or compare, but simply to see. And then you can gently move to the sense of listening, and if it's helpful to shut your eyes, go ahead and do so. Keeping some awareness in the center of you. And using your full attention to focus on listening. Hearing my voice. Hearing the space between my words. Hearing the ambient sounds in your room. Listening for the soft and subtle sounds. Moving awareness to the nose, to smell. Are there any fragrances or smells in the room? Putting all attention on your nose and on your breath and on noticing smell, fragrance, odor, or just the breath right at the nose. Notice taste in your mouth. Full awareness right on taste. And now notice the sense of touch. How do your hands feel? What do they touch? What about your feet? What about the temperature on your skin? What about anything else that you can touch and feel through your skin? That's right. And now move your awareness onto the internal feelings. Go within and feel, what do you feel in your heart area? Not needing to push anything away. Just feel what is there. That's right. With every breath, having awareness on the interior of you. Any sensations on the inside, in the abdomen, the tummy, the throat, the heart, the hips, the head. Not needing any of it to go away, but simple awareness and being fully present deeply into this moment. That's right. And aware of your breath. Moving deeply into this moment and accepting and allowing this moment to be exactly as it is. I am here. And moving awareness into the center of you, vertically breathing up and down. Deeply in the now is deeply connected to the presence, to I am awareness. I am aware of being aware. I am aware of being aware. Deeply in this moment of now. I allow everything to be exactly as it is. I am completely accepting and surrendered to this moment. this moment. This moment. As it is. And notice how it feels. That's right, just notice. Moving more deeply into the now allows us to access our truest nature, our I am presence, our I am awareness. And now, really only now in this presence are we fully at choice. So know with me that today is blessed. I am blessed. I am experiencing the joy of this moment. I am experiencing the peace of this presence. I am experiencing the full-on grace of divine blessings. I am at peace. I am creative. I am intuitive. I am gifted. I am accessing all that is there in order to express this presence wonderfully. So breathe that in as we start to come back to this moment right here, generating that feeling of gratitude for this moment. And remembering as we go through this week to stay anchored, some awareness anchored in this moment of now, knowing in this moment of now continues to bring greater peace, greater strength, greater truth into every aspect of life, and how grateful we are. Sealing this beautiful meditation in the light, we know that each one is blessed and protected, and so it is. So thank you for joining us on Soul Soup today. I'm Dr. Janette Freeman, and I'm glad you were with us. If you want more information on source code, I am source code, and the power of I am for manifesting, go to www.iamsourcecode.com. And there's a great program with a lot of free meditations that you can check out. Also, be sure and check out my website at drjanettefreeman.com for more goodies. And I'm grateful that you're there. This program is brought to you by donors to the Oneness Online. And so we appreciate your donations to this programming to make this possible, to our nonprofit, fully tax-deductible donations for you. So information is in the chat box. Thank you so much for being with us, for your donations and for your support. And go out and make it an amazing week. Many blessings, my dear friends, many blessings.